You want to start drawing, but you're staring at a blank page like it just insulted your family. I've been there, so here's the deal. It doesn't matter if you're using a ballpoint pen, a cheap pencil, or even an old eyeliner. Not that I recommend using this. You can make amazing art with any tool if you know the basics. And today I'm going to show you the absolute essentials to get you drawing like a pro, no matter what is in your hand. So here's something every beginner should know. Behind every detailed drawing, there are simple shapes. A face, circles, ovals, triangles, you get the idea. You don't start by drawing every eyelash and pore. Start with basic shapes to map things out. This step is like the blueprint of your drawing. You wouldn't build a house without playing right, same with drawing. So you want to make sure you have a foundation set in place so you can build upon that. So next time you want to draw, look at what you're trying to create and ask yourself, how can I break this down into simple shapes? Trust me, it makes everything much easier. Alright, let's talk about proportions. You know when you try to draw a person and it ends up looking like a potato with stick arms? That's usually because the proportions are off. The key to making anything look right is getting the proportions down. One easy trick in most faces. The eyes are about halfway down the head, the nose is around halfway between the eyes and the chin. And the mouth, right around halfway between the nose and chin. These aren't hard rules, but they're a great starting point. And hey, if you're drawing fantasy creatures or cartoon characters, mess with the proportions. That's where the fun begins. But if you're aiming for realistic, these little guidelines are lifesavers. Proportion can be tricky. I understand, trust me, I was in your shoes once. But what I found is that there are so many methods you can use. You can use the Loomis method, you can use the grid method, or you can just freehand until you become a pro like me. I know getting the proportions down can be very tricky, but trust me, we all start somewhere. There was a time where I literally did not know how to draw in proportions, but I learned. And the more I studied anatomy, like the bone structure, the muscle groups, the face structure, how the skin sits on top of all these different structures, you start to understand proportion a lot better. Therefore, you draw proportions a lot better. Next up, line quality. You can say a lot with your lines. Think of them as volume knobs on a stereo. Many youngins don't know what a stereo is. Think of it like this. Thicker, darker lines show depth and boldness, while lighter, thinner lines give a softer, more distant feel. Practicing line control, knowing when to apply pressure and when to ease up, will make a huge difference in your drawings. So try this exercise. Grab any tool you have and practice drawing lines from light to dark, thick to thin. If your lines look like spaghetti noodles on a hot day, don't worry. That's what practice is for. Now, if you want your drawings to look realistic, shading is your new best friend. Don't be afraid to get messy. Shading helps create depth, and depth makes things look real. One tip here, find your light source. Imagine the sun shining from a specific direction and decide where shadows would naturally fall. You don't need to go crazy with it. Just a few hints of shadow in the right places can make a simple sketch feel way more 3D. Here's a tip that might surprise you. One of the most important parts of drawing has nothing to do with putting pencil to paper. It's observing. The best artists are excellent observers. Look at how light hits an object, how shadows form, how different shapes fit together. Spend as much time looking as you draw. If you're in a coffee shop, start sketching random things you see. Your cup, someone's shoe, the way a plant leans toward the light. Not only will this improve your drawing, but it's also just a fun way to pass time, and way better than scrolling on social media. I truly mean it when I say you have to observe. So no matter where you are, I know it's going to sound weird, it's going to sound creepy, but stare at people's faces. Don't stare too long where you get caught and they call you out, but stare long enough to understand and to break down the shapes within their face. The more you look at faces, the more you understand anatomy. Yeah, so get to staring. Just do not get caught. Okay, so if you've gotten the basic steps down, shapes, proportions, line quality, shading, and observation, you don't need fancy tools or years of training to start drawing well. All you need is a basic understanding and the willingness to practice and improve. I can't promise you'll be the next Da Vinci overnight, but I can promise that with these tips, you'll be way ahead of where you were yesterday. So grab whatever you got, a pen, a pencil, heck, a crayon if that's all you have. and just start. Remember, the only bad drawing is the one you do not start. Rewatch this video as many times as you need to get the basic understanding of how to draw. These are simple steps that you can start today. This will take you a very, very long way when it comes to drawing with any tool. Look, the most important thing to remember about drawing portraits is that you're not going to be good at first. It's going to take time. I remember it was 6th grade when I was in middle school. I was in English class and there was this girl who sat across the classroom, and we both were artists. We were known as the artists of our class. She would draw portraits with pencil and I would draw portraits with pencil. But what I noticed is that she got all the praise. Her portraits were so amazing. Mine were just okay. And she was the best artist in our class that year. But that never made me want to quit. So I kept drawing and drawing, and I drew until about 2015, 2016 in high school. I felt like I was the best artist in my whole school, and I really saw my drawings improve so much. So when I think back about her portraits and where she's at now versus where I'm at now, when I look at the two, I'll be honest, I think my portraits are way better. I'm not saying that to say you should compare yourself to other artists. I'm just saying that to say that don't give up on your craft. Focus on you, and then you'll see growth. It's difficult drawing portraits. It can be tricky. I started in your shoes. You can end up in my shoes, or you can be better than me. Just keep drawing and keep going. I have some very, very new content on the way, some exciting content on the way. That's why I haven't been posting as frequent, because I've been working on this project and it's been taking me like a couple months to finish. But trust me, you're not going to be disappointed, and I can't wait to share it with you all. The video should be out in December, but right now I am finishing it up. But I'm really excited for you guys to watch this. You guys just don't know. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Michael Riley. I'm a portrait artist. I draw with a ballpoint pen. I could draw on graphite as well, but I prefer a ballpoint pen. And I just share tips and tricks on how to draw with a pen. And I also have additional content on my other platforms. You want to make sure you subscribe, or make sure you just know my page name, because I'm telling you, this content I'm coming out with, you're going to love as well. Now get to drawing.